I'm the best! The best!
How do they call with his hands?
There's nothing more exhilarating in poker than the perfect hero call.
I call.
She calls?
A player staring down their opponent, piecing together every detail, and making an impossible decision look easy.
$313,000 pot.
It's the ultimate display of skill, intuition, and nerves of steel. In this video, we're diving into the craziest, most jaw-dropping hero calls ever recorded. From fearless amateurs shocking the table to seasoned pros proving why they're the best, these moments will have you on the edge of your seat. Stay tuned, because believe me, the final hero call is going to blow your mind. Fearless bluff. Flawless call. Our first hand takes us to the Hustler Casino livestream, where Nick Airball's fearless, high-risk style clashes with Stanley's sharp instincts. Both players are known for their loose and aggressive play, but when one man takes his bluff a step too far, it's bound to end in fireworks.
Airball is in the game for $950,000. Do the math and you realize he is down heaps. Stanley gonna call out of the button.
Good call.
William Thompson says, Chuck, how many drinks you in? Just 2 Guinness.
May the most handsome man win.
I have had a many, many, many more degenerate St. Patrick days. This is very, very tame.
Tragedy.
And Guinness is like, again, it's like 4%. It's barely even, there's barely even alcohol in that thing.
$30 large.
He is drawing stone cold dead, but he has just bet 30,000 into 25.
Nick Airball looks like he's playing with fire, trying to force Stanley off the hand. Stanley's holding isn't exactly a monster, but his radar is on point. Something about Nick's demeanor just isn't adding up.
Maybe not today. Maybe today you're more handsome. Oh. $160.
Wow.
60.
He bets 30 into 25 on the turn, and he bets 160 into 80 on the river.
Give Nick credit where it's due. This is a gutsy bluff. Most players in Stanley's spot might fold under the pressure, especially with the size of this pot. But Stanley isn't most players. He takes his time, reading between the lines and trusting his instincts in this critical moment.
I bluff all night. I have to have it one time. Mathematically speaking, and I know you're a math guy.
Stanley makes the call. Stanley just made the call. $405,000 pot. Stanley called 30,000 on the turn and then 160 on the river.
What the fuck's happening? How do they call with his hands?
Wow.
A hero call for the ages. Stanley makes the right move, calling Nick's massive bluff and sending him into a tailspin. Nick Airball can only sit in disbelief, realizing he's been completely outplayed. Stanley's incredible call is the kind of moment that defines great poker. High stakes, fearless decisions, and undeniable skill. It's no wonder they call him Airball. His failed bluff completely missed the mark. Masters of the mind game. In this riveting hand, 2 of poker's finest, Patrick Antonius and the Charlie Carroll, square off in an unforgettable showdown. Known for their razor-sharp instincts and unshakable focus, these 2 pros engage in a psychological battle for the ages. With millions at stake, it's not just about the cards, it's a test of wits, willpower, and the ability to outthink an equally formidable opponent.
80. Okay, I shall raise small to 80,000.
Really see Charlie Carroll mixing it up from a small blind. It's almost like he wants to make a statement about it. He raised 7-2 suited earlier from the small as well.
Patrick Peel here.
How many people do you think have ever made a correct decision against Patrick Antonius based on a live read?
It's low. It's super low.
Has to be pretty low.
Yeah.
It's like, gets the best of it. Bottom pair for Patrick and position. Very important here.
Charlie came to play today, mixing it up, got the suit on. Coming at one of the, as you mentioned, legends, old school, been around.
Antonius and Charlie lock in on each other, dissecting every move, every twitch, and every bet. This is poker at its purest, a battle of minds where even the slightest hesitation can tilt the scales. Neither player flinches, fully aware that one mistake could cost them the pot and their pride.
6 or 5, I mean, I think he's a young guy. Probably watched Patrick growing up playing poker, and here he is just ripping in bluffs at the Mad Stakes stream. He has a Twitch stream, I know that.
Yeah, definitely does a lot of cool things and content, also helping people and talking a lot of poker. Really respect that.
Patrick's not a guy I'd want to just like be stone bluffing. He does pick up some equity here.
Charlie, tread carefully. Patrick Antonius is a seasoned pro renowned for reading not just the cards, but the players themselves. Antonius's cold resolve is on full display as he carefully analyzes Charlie's every action. If there's a weakness to exploit, you can bet he'll find it.
You know. And Krelk sort of waves the white flag here.
Does get a free card. And once Patrick checks here, he really kind of plays his hand face up, but that's fine, you know, you still have position.
It does go all in.
I like that.
No one likes to make at the feature like a hero call, bust out hand. This is Patrick's certainly not afraid, and if anyone's capable of making a great call, it's Patrick, but it's a tough spot.
Antonius faces a gut-wrenching decision with a pair of 6s, a hand most would fold without a second thought. Yet his icy calm suggests he knows something the rest of us don't. As the seconds tick away, the entire room is transfixed, waiting to see if he'll pull off a move that will go down in poker history.
Thousands.
Look at the live tell smiling, looking around. Maybe a little reverse fault, little reverse tells here.
Yeah. It's hard to say, and that's actually the advantage of being very lively at the table, right? Like, he's talking a lot, he's smiling, he's asking like non-standard questions. It's really hard to read into somebody's reaction. Like, who knows what he means when he's laughing?
Right.
You really don't know. Ooh, he has a suspicious look on him, though. Man, I can't wait to see what he's gonna do. Wow, he's really eyeing him down, though.
Oh, hello.
What a call.
Welcome.
Bueno.
Wow. Patrick Antonius.
That is a call.
It took you so long.
It took you so long.
Antonius makes an astonishing hero call, cutting through Charlie's bluff like a knife through butter. Charlie, momentarily stunned, realizes he's been outplayed by a true master. It's not just a victory for Antonius, it's a lesson in the art of poker psychology. Would you have the nerve to make that call? Let us know your boldest poker move in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more jaw-dropping moments at the table. No pair anywhere. We're back at the Hustler Casino live stream, and once again, Nick Airball is in the spotlight. This time, he's squaring off against Rob, who's sitting behind a mountain of chips, over $1 million on the table. With $260,000 on the line and not a single pair between them, this hand delivers pure poker drama.
12.
Alrighty. Let me get in here, guys. You're putting all your...
We miss you.
You missed me.
Got a nice pot brewing here. Ace high against king high. Can Airball follow through on the turn? Yes.
You hit the pair. I just think you are doing art. Actually, you are doing opposite.
You made it so small.
What?
Just make it like 130.
Look at this.
Stand-up game.
Snap call with ace high.
I call 115,000 pre-flop with 7-6, and I'm not an artist.
Rob is in the zone tonight.
Yeah, a lot of artists. A lot of artists will 5-bet with ace high, so not an artist.
All right, there, Picasso.
Yeah.
Keep trying.
Nick Airball emptying the clip.
Yeah, I'm thinking about shove on the river.
Shove gets it through.
Yeah, but I don't have any heart.
Nick shows he's willing to put his money where his mouth is and fires out $8,000 on a stone-cold bluff. It's a textbook bluff, bold, aggressive, and even well-timed. The pot has ballooned to an eye-watering $193,000, and now it's up to Rob to make the call.
Hey, no. I just want to bet and make me
I'm not saying you can just be... I really did what he's saying is correct. I just wanted to bet and make him fold.
Yeah, I don't know what
And there it is. Rob snaps off Nick's bluff with nothing but ace high. Talk about instincts. Calling an $8,000 bet with no pair isn't for the faint of heart, but Rob reads Nick like an open book. Meanwhile, Nick is left stunned and speechless, realizing his bluff just got picked off in spectacular fashion. It's a moment that proves sometimes all you need is courage and just a little bit of ace-high magic. Maria's Masterclass. In this thrilling hand, Maria goes toe-to-toe with Jacob in a high-stakes battle that highlights her fearless style and razor-sharp instincts. Neither player starts with much, but Maria is about to turn the tables in spectacular fashion, showcasing why she's a force to be reckoned with at any table.
You know, like we've been watching her for 2 days, being very deliberate about all the decisions. And
can she play back on this board?
I mean, who can watch this and say that poker is not sport? You know, you've got the switch.
A lot of people I can think of. Do you want me to start naming them? And how long have you got?
I don't
the master of answering the rhetorical question.
Who can say these are not two athletes in the prime of their...
Oh, don't get him started again, for God's sake.
In the prime of their careers.
She's changed up her game. She hasn't got a strong enough hand to cool down with. Oh, okay, it's a call. Wow.
Oh, my.
Maria transforms her weak starting hand into a powerhouse. Top pair with a flush draw on the turn. It's the kind of setup poker dreams are made of, and Maria isn't letting this opportunity slip away. With her new advantage, she's ready to turn up the heat on Jacob and make the most out of the hand.
God.
Okay, well, how much better a card can she have hopes of seeing on the turn? Top pair now and the flush draw. Now she can go back into check call mode.
We'll see how quickly he checks here.
I mean, that was an out of position float with her. Don't make no mistake. She had nothing. She was planning something on the turn.
By the way, under the heading of Jacob...
Well, that's all she could have been doing, Barney.
Yeah.
This takes heart.
A lot of it is card dependent, but now, you know, I think she was planning to do a check raise on the turn. And now she can just call because she's hit kind of like the ultimate bingo card.
Maria's strategy is pure brilliance. She plays it cool, allowing Jacob to believe he's running the show while setting the stage for a perfectly executed bluff catch. Every move she makes is calculated, designed to extract maximum value while keeping Jacob on the hook. It's poker psychology at its finest.
This is a give up. I say he gives up this time because you know, she called on that 2-diamond board. You know, she called again on the turn when the diamond came. What does he think he's going to get her off on the river?
Look at the color of his ears right now, Barney. I think he's determined. He's committed to a strategy.
Well, for a start off, she could have a flush.
Yeah, but I actually I actually think he's
well,
kind
it fits the story.
I actually think it's very, very important to him to get a bluff.
Oh, he has to bet really big.
After getting a bluff called, I think there's something else at work here.
He's overbet the pot here. He's overbet the pot.
I think she's going to find this call quicker than the last one.
It's unbelievable.
The stakes skyrocket as Maria carefully considers every possibility. Jacob fires a massive river bet and the weight of the moment hangs heavy. Maria's calm exterior hides a whirlwind of analysis as she works through the puzzle piece by piece. The pressure is immense, but her confidence never wavers.
I hope whether she calls or folds, I hope she doesn't do it. Okay, 1 minute. So I don't know what Jacob had for lunch, but we are going to find out at some point.
Who's put her on the clock?
It can only be that Jacob's put her on the clock. And
How did he do that without
That's what I
lowering the
want to
money?
know. We'll get
You know,
put up-
Yes,
oh,
there
well,
you go.
well
Yeah, yeah.
played.
Putting on the clock didn't help. That's he didn't think that she had the hand that strong. He thought he was getting her off ace high, and
A stunning hero call that leaves everyone speechless. Maria channels the composure and brilliance of poker legends, making the perfect read and sealing the pot. This isn't just a win, it's a statement. Maria's poise under pressure and impeccable timing cement her status as a true poker powerhouse. Tilted and exposed, Rampage versus Airball. Our next clip features Nick Airball, the self-proclaimed king of aggressive play, facing off against the rising star Rampage. With massive egos and even bigger stacks, this hand is far from ordinary. As the tension builds, someone is about to face the ultimate test. And the stakes couldn't be higher.
Rampage, ace-king offsuit. Airball. Gonna 3-bet to 10,000 with ace-3. Rampage just calls, ace-high flop. How much could Airball lose? Queen, queen, deuce. Ace-king is good. I mean, it's hard to fold anything at this point to Airball, right? I mean, the way he's going. 6,000.
Nick is visibly on tilt, and the commentators can't help but comment on his reckless approach. He's firing bet after bet with blind aggression, showing no signs of slowing down. At this point, it's less about the cards and more about sheer stubbornness.
$1 bet, $6,000 call. There's another queen. Ace-king is the nuts right now. But does Rampage know it? There's $33,000 in the pot.
That's 30.
Blank check Ben in the chat says, I know his pain. I've had nights like this too. He's going to make the call. $92,900 in the pot. River's the 8 of diamonds.
With neither player holding anything good, this is the perfect time for a well-timed bluff. Even pocket threes would make a full house. The problem is Nick's over-the-top tilt makes his bluff far too transparent, giving Rampage a clear window to exploit his erratic play.
There's a call.
Oh my God.
Airball just bet $110,000, and Rampage took about 3 seconds to make the call. Wow.
Call with ace high.
Snap called with ace-king.
I thought it's a good hand.
$313,000 pot. And Rampage just won himself another monster pot off of Airball. Unreal.
Nick, exasperated, wants to know how Rampage can snap call with ace high. The answer is simple. Everyone at the table, and even the commentators, can see through Nick's relentless bluffs. Rampage seizes the moment, calmly collecting a staggering $312,000 pot with no pair. This hand perfectly illustrates why understanding your opponent can be just as critical as the cards you hold. The hero call that shook the poker world. Our next clip takes us to Hustler Casino Live for one of the most controversial and talked about hands in poker history. Robbie and Garrett square off in an encounter that defies belief. Both players are holding hands most would have folded pre-flop, yet the hand escalates into one of the most improbable hero calls ever seen. Was it brilliance, insanity, or something else entirely?
Good God, too. Yeah.
That was like one of his first TV appearances.
One of his first ones, yeah.
That's
That was
great.
like before he won all those tournaments. And
Funny.
yeah.
Oh, wow, Robbie really mixing it up here, calling Garrett's raise with Jack 4 off. It's blind versus blind, and Garrett here has flopped a straight flush draw, 10-10-9 with a couple clubs. He's gonna bet 2,500. Wow, and Robbie's gonna call here with Jack 4 with the Jack of clubs. Turn is a 3, puts backdoor hearts down.
Garrett, a seasoned high-stakes pro with a reputation for sharp reads and aggressive play, holds a massive draw. Confident in his ability to outmaneuver his opponent, he puts pressure on Robbie, aiming to take down the growing $11,000 pot.
And this is usually when Garrett will lay the hammer down with combo draws. She's got one club and one heart, and wow, look at this. What is she thinking about here? She gonna raise it. Well, we saw her raise ace king.
Oh wait, hold on, let me scratch my face. That's the shit I got.
How often would she do this with the 10? Could he possibly bet 3-bet here?
But Robbie, showing a defiance rarely seen at the poker table, refuses to back down, despite holding just jack high. The pot swells, and it's a battle of nerve and instinct, with Garrett's relentless aggression colliding with Robbie's shocking resolve.
It's left, so, I mean, that's what's got to be going through his head here. I think he's considering bet 3-betting, and yep, there's the all-in. There's the all-in. Garrett, like I said, he's just so... He's gonna put a time chip out? She said that she thought...
Robbie stuns everyone as she considers making the unthinkable call. Her hand is so weak that even contemplating a call seems absurd. Meanwhile, Garrett, with 8 high but 53% equity, isn't bluffing. Technically, he's ahead. The poker gods must be grinning as the showdown unfolds.
I call.
She calls?
For once, but it's up to you. Yikes.
Oh my God.
Let's see the hand. So far, so good. It looks like you're ahead.
What is going on here?
For once, but it's up to you.
Is it possible that her hand might be misread in the card graphics or something?
Because I have a shitty hand.
You do?
Both players agree to run it twice, but here's the kicker. Neither one wants to reveal their cards. The reluctance to show such marginal hands only adds to the bizarre nature of the moment, leaving everyone at the table and watching from home in utter disbelief.
I think he has me beat.
We'll go to the river. The river is a 9.
That one's you for sure.
They're gonna run it twice, and she's gonna.
Small pair?
Yeah, she's a 3 and a king. You give me that much credit?
I don't know.
She's good with the first one.
Let's turn him over. You're already
Not that.
Oh. No.
If the cards are correct.
It's already there.
What a sick call.
What a sick call.
And the river bricks out again.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Wow.
I want to see. Does she have Jack 4?
She had 4 Jack high.
What?
Whoa!
Look at
Whoa! What the fuck?
Whoa, look at Garrett's face.
The aftermath is where the real drama begins. Garrett's expression shifts from disbelief to suspicion as Robbie's audacious jack-high call stands. The poker community was left divided. Was this sheer brilliance or something far more sinister? Robbie's move remains one of the boldest and most scrutinized hero calls in poker history. So much so, in fact, that it sparked an Inside Edition episode for audiences to see around the world. It wasn't long before Inside Edition picked up the story, broadcasting it to audiences worldwide. The episode broke down the controversy for everyday viewers, turning a niche poker moment into global water cooler gossip. Robbie's reputation and integrity were placed under the microscope, with millions debating whether she was the victim of an unfair witch hunt or the mastermind of a poker scandal. All bark, all bite. In our final clip, the ever-entertaining Tony G takes center stage, delivering a performance that perfectly blends his infamous trash talk with some truly remarkable poker. Known for his larger-than-life personality, Tony doesn't just rely on words. This time, he's got the game to back it up. As the pot skyrockets to over $1 million, Tony's antics and strategy combine for an unforgettable hand.
Easy money. $22.
No.
Give you a chance to get some refund. If you can get lucky. Just move all in.
Fold to Tony G.
Đây, cái dưới rồi. Two, four, six, seven.
They want to qualify. And probably do like a big all-in hand. Just will be cool. The three of us like move all in with random hands.
Tony is in his element, keeping the table buzzing with his non-stop chatter. For once, his jabs aren't aimed at any single opponent, they're just part of the show. The stakes are enormous, with 10,000 euros in the pot before the cards even hit the felt. With 3 players still in, the battle is heating up, and Tony's relentless energy is setting the stage for something epic.
So the very last hand, Tony G with top pair. Gonna fire out. Haxton's got middle pair and Bodzikowski bottom pair.
Lose 900.
So just one call from Haxton. Makita has seen Tony G make a lot of bluffs, random stabs. So there's a chance he thinks his 7 is good occasionally, as long as Haxton's got some straight draws. He's going to continue as well. He's got position. A complete blank.
All 3 players find a piece of the flop, but nobody has a commanding hand. As the pot climbs to a staggering 130,000 euros, the hand morphs into a psychological duel. With no strong draws in play, this is all about reading your opponents and knowing when to strike. It's high-stakes poker at its most intense.
G is reaching for a lot of chips. 70,000 euros, half the pot. He's got the best hand. His image has really been paying off. There's no flush draws. So both Haxton and Bodzikowski really only beat straight draws from Tony G. But then again, Tony G's been betting random hands, so it could just be like a 5-4 offsuit. Haxton's going to fold one of them, but now it's on Bodzikowski. A very weak pair. And a lot of tension going on. Tony G is actually quite silent in this hand. Might be going through Bodzikowski's mind. Wow. It is going to call here a third pair. 270,000 euros in the middle.
Tony's opponent decides to make the call, likely assuming Tony is bluffing, a reasonable read given his reputation. But in a hand like this, with Tony G at the wheel, there's no telling what's about to unfold. The pot, the pressure, and the personalities all collide in a game of wits and nerve.
Very last hand. And maybe Tony G is trying to make a play to kind of rub it in his face after.
This for you guys.
And Tony G is completely silent.
925 is 5.
Makita beats Queen 10, Ace Queen, and pretty much just any random hands. 10-9 did get there. Does also beat Queen 9.
Can sleep 7 hours.
But there's a lot of hands that beat him. Any King. Makita reaching for chips. Raises to 400,000. Wow, what a sick play.
Yeah.
Can Tony G make the call here of just top pair, no kicker? Wow, he snap calls pretty much on the very last hand.
I'm the best! The best! Yes! The best!
Tony G might not win any awards for humility, but he doesn't need to. His over-the-top antics might drive some players up the wall, but this hand proves he's got the chops to back it all up. Love him or hate him, Tony G knows how to steal the show. Make sure to like and subscribe to never miss an epic poker fight, legendary hero call, or sick suck out.